which leads into a slider. You don't really need to stream for 6 notes on the BPM. You can stream a little bit slower, so you kind of take advantage of the 300 hit window, and then just kind of get slower. And the slider is actually in the 100 aspect of the hit window, but you don't really get the 100.
Try to do that. You hit hundreds because you immediately hit the 100 on the slider, and you hit the 100 on the slider, and that messes up the timing window for the next one sometimes if you really get it wrong. And then, it's not very good.
Yeah, there's so many little tricks you can abuse as in Scorvy 1, but people who get used to it might get a wake-up call on Scorvy 2, which is gonna completely screw up all of their strategies. So mostly we see that with the really slider-heavy maps, where you can abuse the slider leniency to kind of get 300 and follow the sliders and not time them correctly, but now that you see the accuracies drop across the board to 92%, and that's actually even a good accuracy on that kind of map on Scorvy 2. No, that should actually be impressive.
Yeah, I'm just looking at. Okay, so Finland are bringing in Sanze, Hippuri. They've got 2 lesser-known players, Multari and Sonoda Umi. Okay, we've got. What is this map? I don't know this map. Gotta find out what map it is.
I believe this is gonna be a high BPM alternative map. Yeah, it is gonna be Nisemona Chuiho, which is pretty much, I guess you could call it a really high BPM map, which you can either single tap or alternate. But I'm not too sure about which mapper this has been mapped by. So it might be anything really. It might be
Doppelganger, 8.24 stars, 260 BPM. Creator Musty.
It's Musty, alright.
It's his map. So, I've never played it before. I don't know what to expect. It's not very long, but
really.
Yeah.
Well, at least we can enjoy this kind of map without any preparation. That's pretty much all we've got for now. Musty's the mapper. Musty has some interesting maps from time to time. He maps a lot of things. I see him map some really stream-heavy maps and space stream kind of focuses. And then I've seen some other maps which focuses on like a lot of rhythm changes. I mean, you can really expect anything from him. He experiments a lot. And this might be his 8-star alternating across the screen map for someone like Elysian.
Alright, starts off with a spinner, can't go wrong there. Okay, yeah, this is probably... Oh, I've got some triples in there to make sure you can't alternate it very easily. Oh, that pattern's mean. That's just mean. Why would you make this? That slider is designed for people to break on. It's not designed for fun, it's designed to break. But most people actually survived it, which is good. You got 2 people choosing hidden on the French side. I guess they're just kind of practicing it. I think Elysian just prefers hidden in general.
Indeed, Elysian does like hidden, and Fires I think is the hidden main from the France side.
Speaking of mains, you got Multari. I think he is the hard rock man. Oh no, Sonoda Umi is the hard rock man. Multari is the plays no mod and hard rock man. And Sanze, well, everyone knows what he plays. He's a very, very speedy man. Hippuri is also fairly similar. So no one's really getting that great accuracy on this. The Poon was sitting on 94. He's kind of probably going to start decreasing fairly soon. Actually,
Hippuri is
leveling out in difficulty.
Hippuri is going to be the guy with the highest accuracy for now. But this is pretty much just the showcase of the team. You do see Sanze performing pretty well, and so is Hippuri. But then you see Multari and Sonoda Umi. Finland just doesn't have enough really high caliber players who can perform on everything. They do have some glaring weaknesses which can be abused, and that's for the France to take advantage of.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to ban DT. I don't think they have like enough players that can reliably play. Like it's only 240, but like and the other one is like 226, I think. But those DT picks are actually going to punish them really, really hard. So I think they need to get as much of that as possible.
Yeah, I can imagine DT being something ban-worthy or something they just do not feel confident on. For example, the slider map in the Nomad pool. I think it was a Function Phantom map.
Oh
So
yeah, hold on. Is it
everyone might get
the
banned.
algebra one?
No, it has a different name, but that's why it's escaping me. That's why I just said the artist.
Cool. Hold on.
It's Euclid. It's going to be Euclid.
Oh yeah, and the difficulty was called Fifth Postulate, I think. Very clever.
Indeed.
Yeah, I played that earlier today, and yeah, it's quite annoying, I admit, with the sliders. Also, you need some decent aim, but that's not really the difficult part. It's just literally not cider breaking for 3 minutes, and then you can get combo. And this map just got quite difficult. Everyone seems to be having quite a bit of trouble.
Yeah, that's the speed up, which is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, those jumps are actually meanly placed. Sometimes you just have AR-10 jump patterns that are difficult to read, and that might be one of them. Oh, that triangle, yeah. Lots of people are hitting that one. And Moltari has decided to take up a career as an artist instead of playing this match. Oh.
I think it was a team-wide fail. Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was just the map coming to its end.
Indeed it was. Captains may now roll. The loser will start by banning one map. The winner will pick first. Now. Let's see, who's going to win the roll? This is the most skill part. Oh, so unfortunately, rolling a low 43, his team's going to be kicking in for that one.
But you can always lose the roll because, I mean, just look at the USA. They have consistently lost the rolls. Doesn't matter how low the enemy rolls. They rolled lower. They were beating them consistently. Every single opponent consistently in terms of rolls, or at least losing against them. At least that's the one kind of consistency, right?
Yes, they didn't have consistency otherwise, but I think they're playing China in the match after this. Should be exciting. Alright, Sunse has decided he's very unhappy with this role. He's said, and I quote, ... And if you repeat that twice or 3 times, you'll get what he said. So, I'm still waiting for the rolls. Oh, does Musty have to do it because he's capped? Oh, there we go. Rolls 22. Unable to defeat the 43. That is just disappointing, and his team will be very disappointed in him as well. So we're going to have... They're going to be the losers, so France will get the first ban.
Well, they did lose the roll, and we do see France banning first. It's either going to be Euclid or maybe a double time map, as you said. Or they might just go completely into banning the Big Brother map, but I don't think they will because they do have players like Nero and Musty who can definitely play that kind of map.
They really can. Okay.
But double time, I think double time is going to be the best pick. Yeah. What do you think?
I think France, they can. I think they have an advantage on pretty much every single mod. If I were them, I would just. Oh, what is it? You know the. Oh, it's very squeaky Vocaloid map, which is like 145 BPM alternating.
Oh, the Cyber Thundercider.
Yeah, Cyber. I would ban that simply because I hate the map if I were them, and I think they must hate it too because
I think that one is
map.
exactly what France can take advantage of.
That's true.
Because they got Elysian and Musty were pretty decent on it, and Nero. They're actually gonna ban Cyber, I think, as Musty did say Cyber in the chat.
Well, go me. I'm happy with that, but then I was just saying from my own point of view. So my mind is one with the French team, which is good.
Alright.
Big Brother, that is out.
I mean, as former allies, as the UK and the French guys being former allies, I believe you are the closest to their minds, as I am, for example.
Oh, I suppose that's a way of thinking about it. Okay, and the first pick coming out from Finland. What's it going to be? I think I'll start off with a no mod just to kind of make things simpler.
For Finland, I think they might just start off with a bank or no mod. No mod is kind of the easiest way, the safest pick. Because if you, for example, pick something on Hard Rock and you get completely outclassed, the other team can just respond by also picking Hard Rock, and then you have no Hard Rock left. So you need to once again be the guy who's gonna experiment, who's gonna take the first step into some uncharted territory. And then, for example, if you pick Hidden and then you get once again extremely
Resurrection
outclassed,
Spell.
that's not
That
a good
is-
idea.
Resurrection Spell is basically just a hard rock pick in the no mod pool. I found. It feels very much like you're playing hard rocks because the CS5, the very high OD. Honestly, if you've got decent no mod players, I think like they should all be able to play this quite easily. But there is annoying sections in the middle, I think, around 400 combo, and also towards the end because there's a slightly annoying jump section that does get people. But I think difficulty remains fairly constant apart from the beginning, which is very, very easy. So, should be okay.
Maybe as long as the people are going to be used to just jumping right into the map, which is definitely hard because it is CS5 180 BPM dev streams, and if you don't have the timing of 180 BPM perfectly down in your head, it's gonna be a little bit hard to get accuracy on, and you might even miss.
They'll probably do the thing where they start off at like 95 and then they'll go up to like 98 and then they're going to hit the slightly faster section and then they're going to go back down to 95 and then go back to like 97 at the end. That is probably like 3 people are going to do that. Because I know I did it. It's really annoying. Like when you start off a map, and you just nothing's quite right. There's quite a lot of maps like that.
That's just kind of the way it is, because as a player you're not really a robot unless your name is Mayhem Sucks, where you immediately get every single time.
He just goes, like, he just sees the BPM and he goes, fingers, it is time to go 16 times per second or however it is, and he just does it. I think
yeah,
he's like
pretty much like the human metronome.
That's really insane. He SS something, didn't he? Was it the two?
Yeah.
It was the
I think the 240 BPM.
Yeah, the 240 BPM one. I think that everyone is probably going to stay away from apart from the French side, and by everyone I mean Finland.
I mean, Musty is also really good at accuracy, so let's see him getting close to that and beating some of the accuracy scores he set. Maybe even with an SC.
Yeah, Musty's been getting really, really good lately. Oh, he did that. He did the Dragon Force map, didn't he? That recently got like 500 for it. But speaking of that, let's watch the beginning of this, where everyone is going to get at least some 100s, unless they're robots. But he's not in this match.
Some people, I think Must is gonna get a pretty good accuracy. But other than that, I can't really expect too much, because I did try to expect something from the Germany against Russian Federation match, and suddenly every German player missed, and I completely did not expect that.
Alright, Farfan has decided he is going to assess this, and we're going to see how long that lasts. I bet another 3 seconds. Oh no! No, he's outdoing me. Alright, so as we head into the early stream section, where everyone's doing pretty well, accuracy is falling on the side of Finland. Yeah.
It's actually Flavin, the only one holding a double S, but I am definitely sure this is gonna drop down pretty soon, because we do see some jumps coming up soon, perhaps some misses, and then a 1/3 stream, which is gonna be also really hard to time properly.
Oh, he's not getting 100s. This man does not like to get low accuracy. But in general, we have France taking the early lead. Oh, and that's a dangerous place to miss. 2 misses coming out, 3 misses coming out from the side of Finland. Ooh. And now France with the combo lead and the accuracy lead, with he's still SSing. It's on the slower part now.
But
he's still SSing.
He's gonna make the transition from the 1/3 to the 1/4 streams, and he's not.
He's got 300s there, maybe 4. But he's still got the combo going. But it's only one full combo versus one full combo, and now Finland will get that extra bit because they broke earlier, so they get to build up their combos now. The accuracy is going to play a part, but France need to just hold for a bit. They lost their full combo.
He might not have the best accuracy, but his combo is holding strong, and he's the only combo left, which is absolutely insane. But is it gonna be enough? I don't think so. There aren't too many nodes left, except for the last stream. And if people are gonna miss like Flavin, this is gonna be a win for Finland.
He missed. He's lost it. Their combo is gone.
Oh, unfortunately.
There's like no high combos at all. Like there's only what, 3 people above 100. Okay, we've got like, is that 600 coming from Hipiri going to carry them? No, I don't think it's going to be quite enough as we do the end stream. Yeah. France will take the first map with a point gap of 100,000. Yeah, so Flavin really, he did start off pretty well, but then he missed at the end, but it didn't really matter in the end because through their accuracy with Musty and Flavin sitting on above 98%, and just the low combos on the Finland side, just kind of.
Indeed. I mean, I guess you could put it that way, that Flavin was FCing up until the point he was missing.
Yeah, I'm very good with words, as you can probably tell.
No.
Yeah, but I think the accuracy was the main thing. I think that those two 98% and like almost 97 for Fayers, I think that's the thing that really got them through this one. And I think the really low accuracy on the side of Finland, the bees coming out, that cost them.
And that is also one factor which you need to look out for in a really good team. If one team pretty much outclasses the other one, you also see generally higher accuracies. And for example, Maffe has done a splendid performance. I mean, don't get me wrong, his combo was absolutely phenomenal. He tried his best on the Finland side of things. But his accuracy, for example, was 93% because he wasn't perhaps too focused on accuracy and just went for the combo. While most of the higher level players try to go for both and can actually get both. That's the important thing. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice accuracy for combo, which is a valid strategy.
Yeah, it used to be way more better back in Score V1, where everyone used to do that in tournaments. Like, you just get a DT pick, and I was like, everyone just spam your keyboard, just combo, just keep comboing. It's fine, doesn't matter. You may be playing a hard rock pick with 89% accuracy. That's okay. Just keep going, and then you probably win anyway. But now, you still probably can get away with that to a degree, but it's much less effective.
Indeed, but the next pick is going to come in for the French side. It's going to be Legend. Yo, Legend. And for 2.5 BPM, streams and jumps, mostly jumps actually, a few bursts here and there. OD9, so a rather high OD, some sliders to look out for in terms of timing, and the ending has the highest star rating in the entire game. So there's a little bit of a spike at the end. I'm just going to bring a few misses in there, but I don't think there's going to be any fails because the HP is too low.
Early on, it's fairly simple. Like, the first 300 combo is almost trivial, and then the middle section, you got some jumps and a few bursts. But I think, yeah, it's just the ending that's really annoying. I can't remember. Is there like an annoying spaced circle stream at the end? I think there is, but I can't remember.
There's one in the middle, which is like a up-down stream, which you can easily FC if you just go in a line in the middle, but you need to be a little bit more on point than on the normal streams. There's one stream to look out for.
Yeah. I think now France just picked Gravity. I think this is just kind of, the Poon is probably going to FC this, Musty's probably going to have a good go of it, Phil's the armor as well. They have the speed for it, like 205 is nothing.
Indeed, you have the aim, the speed is pretty much a requirement. Poon has the aim, Musty has the aim and the accuracy. Elysian has the aim and pretty much everything needed. Phil's the armor as well, it's just 4 people. I don't think it's going to be a better lineup for the French team. Except if Phil's Lama would actually start playing the map.
Yeah, playing the map is a good thing to do. He decided that he didn't like the first 3 notes. He doesn't want them.
Well, it seems like he made up with the notes.
That's unfortunate. But they're going to be starting off from behind. Oh yeah, we got these little slow space streams. Those are kind of annoying, but everyone seems to go through them just fine, except for 2 people inside of Finland, so you'll probably be looking at that.
Indeed, just look at the difference of accuracy and the combos.
Oh, there's the stream we talked about. Yep, Phil's decides to die on that, and I think Mafia and Sanzi as well. Well, missing that jump is always painful.
Yeah, coming into the first KI time with a few more bursts, the spacing is gonna increase, but that's not the highest the spacing can really get. It gets even harder and harder, just completely bollocks at the end.
Yep, you just need to be comfortable with the aim, and these streams, although they're fairly spaced out, you have to jump for them, but they're not that difficult. But yeah, now it gets a bit chaotic. It gets more and more spaced. You have sliders annoying, like that kick slider is irritating. But yeah, there's not much really to say here. France just have the lead, and they're going to take this map. And you see how they do at the end. Yeah, Phil's decided he didn't want the first few notes, but he's pulling it back a bit. In fact, he's got the highest combo on the board, sitting at 600. Okay, never mind that. Yeah, whenever I play this map in multis, you always see people fail on the very last stream because it's quite awkwardly placed. I don't know how to say it. It's just like,
yeah, I know what you mean. It does require you to be on point during the entire map, but as we have players on this high level of a caliber, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
no
in
FCs
terms
on
of
that. I'm
failing.
surprised.
Yeah, the Poon got one miss in there, Marcy also, and started cursor dancing, getting a few more.
Yeah, I suppose they saw how far ahead they were. Well, yeah, again, the accuracy's all above 97. I don't want to say that they're just better, but them. Let's see what happens. So Finland have another pick. So are they going to go into the? I don't know. I really don't know what they want to go for because I would be still worried about going for the hidden. Okay, they go for the hard rock pick. It's time for CS 6.5.
Which is a little bit risky if you have people like Musty in the French team. I mean,
Yeah,
you did mention the Dragon Force map, and that was CS 6.5. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, this well, it just kind of favors people with really good aim, and I think France has lots of people with really good aim. But again, it's very, very easy to break on this map. It's very, very easy to start off one stream slightly wrong. The sliders can be irritating, and the way the sliders go into the stream, it's very easy to 100 basically an entire stream if you're not being very careful. I'm not saying France aren't being very careful, and they actually swap out Musty.
Wait, Musty's actually being swapped. I believe that's because of one certain fact, which is that he is not at his home setup. He's actually somewhere else. And that's gonna contribute to the fact that he might not feel too confident on it, so he's gonna put in Nero for this pick.
Yeah, because like you can play on a slightly different setup with like relatively high circle size and it won't matter too much, but when it gets really high, you need to feel fully confident. Because even if you're off by a millimeter or something, it might cost you.
Indeed, and there are some streams to look out for, which change spacing, sometimes jump around. It is going to be interesting. That kind of might make or break the pick. And I believe the Leo is missing action, so he's not here currently.
Yeah, because this is his kind of map. Like, yeah, this is.
Indeed.
Okay, so we're starting off. We got a few misses early on, but everyone seems to be doing pretty well.
Yeah, both teams seem to have a little bit of a handicap. Not necessarily the best lineup, but it kind of evens it out.
I suppose so. Yeah. And now we're into this. Yeah, this early part is very, very easy to build up combo. The only thing to worry about is like getting there's a back and forth jump that you might not read because of the slider, but I'm sure everyone is fine with that. And now we go into the slightly stream part. People should be able to hold accuracy through this, I think. There we go, like the stream into the slider. But this is basically where everyone just wants to build up combo. But you will see some people breaking just before now, and this is possibly the worst point to break in the entire map. So hopefully people won't do that. But yeah, you got a lot of breaks now. 3 full combos on the side of France. And already this map isn't looking too good for the Finland side.
Yeah, actually Flaven, once again, with a 99% accuracy so far. Hipri is ahead, but he does not have the combo to back it up.
They're just breaking a lot. And then they lose the highest combo. This is just unfortunate. Yeah, he's sitting on 98.5. Hipuri is sitting with the highest accuracy, but unfortunately he has broken quite a bit. But this is where if France were to break, they would start breaking now because the map does get to its hardest point in about 50's combo.
Indeed, some of the most space streams coming in there.
Yeah, there we go. And the Poon will miss on that. Nero has missed earlier, so the only full combo in the entire match belongs to Flaven. Flaven? Oh, I'm going to get it right at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's still going strong. Oh, is he going to hit 99? Come on, hold it. Yeah, you can do it.
He did hit
Oh,
99, but
no.
is he gonna lose it again? Oh, he did
He
lose
did
it.
lose it again. That's unfortunate, but almost doubling the score. So the hard rock pick really working out for France. And good on you with 98.83. That is a good score.
I believe, wasn't that actually Finland's pick?
Yes, it was their pick, but it was a good pick for France.
Indeed. I mean, in that case, it's really
I'm
hard.
trying to get across the idea that it kind of backfired on Finland.
Yeah. No. I completely understand, but it's pretty hard just in general to pick something against France. If you, for example, Finland in this case, there's just so much France can do and so little you can really do because they have so many versatile players who can do everything well and perhaps even completely meet your expectations on a map or even exceed it. And that's just, trouble. But that's not to take anything away from Finland because that just shows how much of a monster France is.
Yeah, France have a really, really, really strong team, and I think Finland have done well to get this far, and I think that there's a chance they could take these maps now, because we're going into the hidden pick. Hidden is where dreams do come to die, but I think France have a very good selection of hidden players. Well, Nero, who's possibly the best. Well, he's one of the best. You've got Legion, who plays hidden on literally everything. So, and this map, honestly, it doesn't really have that many difficulty spikes, so the more consistent team overall should do very well, I think. There's a few difficult sections. I think it's got some, you might have talked about this already, but it's got like the 12-note jump sections, which have like some triangles and some repetitive jumps, but for the most part, as long as you can keep control of your sliders, then I think you'll do just fine.
And the back and forth 1-2 jumps across the entire screen, pretty much, that's the hard part to look out for. As well, if you are not used to the map or just to hidden, especially, the other parts might give you trouble. But I think that's not gonna be a problem for the French side of things.
I think everyone in this match should be comfortable with hidden. I think everyone will do okay in that respect. I think
For
basic
yours
reading errors.
Interestingly enough. Musty makes sense, Elige makes sense, and Nero and Flaven, all four. Well, I mean, to truth be told, they do have too many hidden players for their own good. Obviously, there's a backup, thank God, if, for example, one of them is missing, but now they have so many players in so many different mod aspects that it's pretty hard for me even to decide who's going to really play, because the current lineup is also looking really good.
Yeah, they just have lots of players that are very good hidden hard rock and, well, DT. Not so much DT, like the DT, there's a bit of a DT hard rock crossover, as there usually is, but yeah, I think you just have a lot of hidden players. And everyone seems to be doing pretty well. You've got 2 breaks on either side, but combos seem almost exactly the same in terms of when they broke. Actually, they are exactly the same. So, it's just an accuracy battle for now, and Musty will immediately fall over. Unfortunate. But still 3 FCs.
Musty and Multari both missing, but Musty making up the difference with his hidden, and now the jump out is gonna come in. Everyone hitting that except for Multari, but then Nero missing right after.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's more of an impact for the French side because, again, it wasn't their full combo on the side of Finland that missed. So, and as I say that, they lose another one. So it's 2 FCs to 2 Fs. No, 2 FCs to 1 FC as Elysian happens to miss as well. So Finland should. Oh, okay. I'm commentators cursing about every 5 seconds, so not a good sign.
Yeah, I would rather actually give the blame to the map because the lead-in for that part after the short break is actually really hard to get. And this part isn't necessarily too easy either. So it was a little bit to be expected.
Yeah, we see the... Well, it gets quite streamy now, and also space streams, and that little bit is annoying if you're not quite ready for it, but there's a few difficult jump sections still ahead, but I think it's mostly just not breaking on the annoyingly placed sliders. Yeah, that stream is very easy to miss on, and one person has done, or 2 people.
Yeah, the French side does not have no full combos left, but they do have plenty of comeback. Backup combos left.
Yeah, they've got 3 people sitting, almost, well, 1 person not sitting. But yeah, the 2 500 plus combos with very good accuracy. Got 99, 99, 99, and 98 compared to the side of Finland, who Hyperi is doing very well for his accuracy, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough, especially as he misses on that jump section. Nero and Musty being the main survivors of that one.
Legion going with the Ohio. But this is pretty much, once again, another point for the French team. I don't think this is gonna be too much of a contest for this map.
Yep, the map just slows down now, and then we go into the spinner. Then we have the final little bit, which is just testing if you can still read sliders, and there's some jumps with some triples in, but this ending is pretty simple, I think. Nero almost getting to the 1k combo mark, but will he get it to the end by the end of this match? No. Okay. So 500k lead, fairly convincing. It was their pick, so Musty will cider break, and Sandro Umi will also cider break. So we got 2 S's on the board, so not bad in that regard.
I actually want to point out that Flavan has had phenomenal accuracy in the past few picks. I mean, starting off with the Resurrection map, which is actually really hard to hack, he got a 98.85%, so almost 99, followed by later the EOS map, the Hard Rock, he's 6.5, once again
98.83.
98.83.
Yeah,
exactly.
very
and
good.
Now look at this one, 99.46. His accuracy is on point today.
Really is. He just doesn't like hitting 100s. He wants to see 300s when he clicks. Actually, no one really wants to see 300s when they click the circle because that makes it hard to play. But if he were to see 300s when he clicked the circles, he would like to.
Indeed, I would definitely agree on that regard. And he's really good at getting those 300s.
He is indeed.
That's awesome. You know, it's one thing to like getting 300s, but it's another thing to actually get them.
So, what are we going to see now? We got he's not feeling too enthusiastic about his chances of winning this match by stating that there are 2 more maps to follow, which implies that there's going to be a 6-0. It's a rather pessimistic way of looking at this match, but
I can understand this position, because if you're up against such a powerhouse as France, who has so many options to work with, and is definitely a top 4 team, it's really hard to kind of try to battle against that.
Yeah, so Hyperi he's gonna basically reiterate a point we were saying earlier, which is the group stage game was much more even when the maps were easy, so they couldn't show off. Which is basically, as the maps get harder and harder, a team with just an overall stronger player base will perform better, because anyone in like the top 1,000 could reliably get good combos and accuracies on the earlier picks in the earlier rounds. But as we head into the semi-finals, I think it's gonna start getting more and more difficult.
Indeed, and that's a valid concern for most of these teams. You know, some teams might look really good on paper and perform really well in the early stages, but then kind of fall off. And that's kind of where the great players are being divided from the good players. And this is going to be kind of the aspect, tilting point of this happening.
Yep. So they've had no more of this match, and they wanted to stop, so they have picked no more.
And no more of this match, hopefully. Unless they actually get this 1 point left. This is a really interesting map, as it's CS2 and free mod. And you can either go harder, which is actually going to bring it to CS 3.9, which is still a little bit bigger than the standard CS4. But
it'd be more playable for the majority of players, because when confronted with extremely large circles, everyone's just like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening. Even the very, very highest skill levels of players,
that's actually
unless they have experience with like easy, then yeah.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. Easy, for example, actually has 2 aspects of it making it a lot harder. The first one is actually the circle size, and the second one, most obviously, the approach rate. But the circle size is actually gonna make it really tricky, because you're just not used to it. And it feels like the approach rates go a lot quicker, or just are cluttering the entire screen by a lot more than you're used to. And that's why most people would prefer something like CS 3.9, which is standard.
Oh, but the
as we
French
do
side,
see
they've
free
decided
Counter-Strike.
that only FDL is going to go for hard rock, whereas we have 3 hard rock players on the side of Finland. So I haven't actually played this map, so that's my fault. But have you?
Come again? I have not really.
All right, so we'll be experiencing this for the first time, I guess.
Well,
Sound
actually,
nostalgia.
oh no, I do remember. I do remember the map now. For example, I was brain farting. I was like, wait a second, this is a different map. But no, I do remember now. It does have a few kick slider parts. The sliders are something to look out for. It's gonna kill your accuracy quite a lot. Well, it's the reason why hard rock, even though it's CS 3.9, is hard, because there are some triplets which are extremely spaced. And on CS4, which is gonna be the lowest circle size.
Oh, I
probably-
see what you mean. Yeah, I just see them right now.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a thing. But other than that, I think it is standard. But
Oh no, he's decided to go full Ming.
oh, Hipri.
72 point something. Oh, okay. So on overall, the accuracy is in favor of the French team. So 2 people above 99% on the French side, and
This is not a map you see often or play often, and you can definitely see that.
Phils and Flavin are the only 2 combos in the entire match remaining. Or full combos, everyone's got some combo of another, unless they've literally just missed. Oh, those sliders are a bit mean, those repetitive slider patterns. Musty will break on them again, but I think this is not much left in the map, and France look to be taking this one as well. Yeah, because basically this map is about 5.78 stars, I think. And I think if the circle size was if the circle size was higher, it would, or it depends, lower or higher. If the circles were smaller, it would make the map easier, but it would increase the star rating. So the star rating is very, very deceptive for this map, I think.
Indeed, they're just, these sharp angles of the streams are just making it a little bit harder than you would expect the star rating to go up. Well, there we do see the Ming coming in from Hipri, not quite.
He was sitting on about like 69, like 71. That was like the bit where Ming started to get pretty proud of his accuracy. He stopped deliberately hitting 100 at that point. But
right.
yeah. Actually, does he ever stop? Do you think he will ever stop if he can hit 100? Do you think he won't? Like,
no, I don't really think so. It's kind of his thing. But actually, I need to make a correction that this map on hardware is CS 2.6 and not 3.9, as I was saying previously. So that's even more interesting, as you can't really get it down to that circle size which you are used to seeing, really. So either way, pick your poison, pretty much, is the name of the game for this map.
yeah, it's a pretty mean thing because Hard Rock has more of an impact as the circle size goes higher. Like, I have a really, really big bone to pick with the whole circle size being scaling up as the circles get smaller. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
it's very, very, it's counterintuitive and it's very confusing and something needs to be done. But okay, so we've got Oceanus. Oh, Flavin, don't make that joke. Everyone's made that joke at least 700 times before. Come on, you're better than that.
Yeah, we only allow original jokes on the OWC, unlike the Reddit. We only allow original jokes here, and the Oceanus is.
So what you're saying that we shouldn't make the same joke multiple times per day for multiple days about the same thing without any variation whatsoever. So you're saying that's a bad thing? My whole life's been a lie.
Look, the important thing about it is that you call it a running gag and not a joke. You're gonna have to make some differences, and if you call it a running gag, then suddenly, by definition, it's okay.
I would call it a running gag, but the joke and gag doesn't go anywhere. It just kind of is the same thing forever. It's just, yeah.
All I know is we're too divine and pure for that easy joke.
Well, that may be the case. So, what are we going to see going into this map? This very divine map.
What we're going into is gonna be a pick where most likely a lot of people from Finland are gonna die at the end. We're gonna pick them out. That's where we're going, I believe.
How many of them do you think are going to pick Hard Rock to commit suicide?
Just two.
Okay, so 2 Hard Rock picks. Okay, so one on the side, he's got FDL, he's going to go for that. We've got one hidden pick on the side of France from Flavin. He's once again going to try and get the high accuracy with the hidden modifier. And everyone else is going to go with a no mod. Let's see how it goes. Because this song is actually really nice, so maybe I should speak less in order to let everyone hear the nice soothing piano tones.
I mean, yeah, and at the end we can talk over the song again once we hear the misses coming in. So people don't notice the fans. I believe
Suppose
they're
we could
gonna
do that.
coming in. Because this map at the end has a long stream, and if you die there, you cannot revive at the end. And it's really easy to die there, just by the way.
Oh yeah, it's one of those maps where the drain is quite high, and it's fine when you can, like, for the most of the map you can revive because these, like, the note density is fairly high, but when it goes towards the end, the drain is the same, but unfortunately there just aren't any circles for you to click. So you're dead. And having that after the hardest part of the map here.
And the worst thing is that you don't even need hard rock to just kind of die and not be able to revive at the end. No mod is enough. If you just miss the last stream and try to revive on the last few notes, which are really calm and have a lot more time between them, so the density isn't too high, that's enough to kill you and not revive you really.
Right, so we're gonna do the early bit of the map. We got 4 full combos on the side of Finland and 2 full combos on the side of France, so Finland will be taking the early lead. I don't want to say that they're leading too much because I have a feeling that some of them are going to fall over at the end because that's just.
I mean, who knows? Maybe map is like a hidden hard rock god and it's just going to show up and FC this map.
I hope he does. It'd be good. So they've still got 4 FCs going, but the map is going to start getting a lot more streamy.
Indeed. And I did predict 6-1, so I believe in Finland for this one at least.
I'm believing in them. I believed in them from the start. Oh, he's still going. Mr. Hidden Hard Rock over here. 800 combo. He's not stopping. We got FDL as well. He's sitting on 98%. Same combo. Oh, he's missed. So we've got 2 full combos left now. We got Mafia and Hipiri. Hipiri with pretty solid accuracy, almost 99%. You have noticed Flavin is sitting on 99.5, but he had the early break, so no one's really noticing. But we should. We noticed it. We saw it.
Yeah, and we're judging you for it. I mean, that's pretty much our job as a commentator, judge everyone for their mistakes, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
While we sit in the high throw and do not have to showcase any kind of mistake because we're not playing.
Oh, yeah. It's a very rewarding part of the whole thing. Did Hipiri just miss? Oh, dear. Yeah, that's going to cost them. Oh, I don't want it to be a 6-0.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be that
France,
guy.
Please miss right now. Come on, miss. It's time. Your combo is high enough, Flavin. You don't have to take this away from them as well. Because Muff is doing really well. He's sitting on almost 1200 combo now. Everything's getting a bit more spaced, and I should really stop talking about the combos.
Yeah,
it's just not going well for the subjects of my description.
But you know, there's still a possibility for France to die, so we might still get the 6-1 prediction right.
Flavin sitting with the highest. Why? Why does this happen?
The last stream is gonna come in. Well, now you can talk over them because they're probably gonna miss, so it doesn't matter really who you are gonna call out.
I'm sure everyone's gonna do fine. No one's gonna die. I'm gonna say no one's gonna. Okay, no. We've got 2 deaths.
Yeah, there we go.
Flavin gonna die as well.
2 deaths, but no high priority targets, so we don't see someone like Flavin missing and dying. So this
France will win the match 6-0. That is one of the most convincing matches I've seen in the OSO World Cup. I think France had a stronger side. Finland had some good plays. He got an S rank with Hidden Hard Rock on that map, so I think he deserved to win that map just by himself. I think that needs to be said. But it was a good match.
Indeed, that was a really good effort by Mafia with the Hidden Hard Rock coming in.
Yeah, he did pretty well.
But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. And Finland, that is going to be how far you get. France is going to continue because there's only one winner when two people meet. That is the nature of tournaments and the nature of competition. And now France is gonna advance, and let's see how far they can get, because that was pretty convincing, and they do have the opportunity to get pretty far. But they will have to prove themselves if they really want to win the entire thing.
Yeah, because who are they going up against? Yeah. Because I remember there's a lot of very, very good teams at this.
Yeah,
So,
it's gonna depend on, I believe, other losers' bracket matches.
okay. So I believe for the next match, actually, both of us are going to be disappearing. I think we're both getting
Ooh.
booted out and replaced.
Yeah.
Our overlords are gonna.
block with this Thunder Force thing, so I don't think he likes us anymore, kicking us from the team again. No, I'm just kidding.
Indeed.
But we do have the Daiki and
Yuan Crystal. Yuan
Yeah, once
Juan
again.
Crystal. I'm never going to be able to say that correctly. Pronunciation is not my
Juan.
strong point.
Yeah, I think you need to play a little bit more CSGO to be able to say Juan Crystal. But in that case, I think we're actually gonna go into a break, because we do have quite a lot of time until the next match.